any other in sport as both teams made their way.
All right, Germs, I'm going to punt this, and then the second half you punt it.
Their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams.
Why do you even
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll make it across the 20. And those guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Sorry, you'll also forget it 10 minutes when you forget.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off
he's not here.
And no better way to do it.
I'm getting on now too.
The running game early.
In my training.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Fuck.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Instead of a spread against Hunter, can we get an over-under?
For the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
I know he did. He gave him Duke and gave him ETN. Which,
now a first carry
well, it makes sense. He's in my division.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
If you had to face my offense twice a year, I'd do the same thing. I understand.
Try to quick hitter inside.
That's how you're going to do it. I'll do it the opposite way in defense. But my offense matches scores 18.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, the funny thing is Hunter's like 3 and 2 with all these moves he's been making.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play.
I love it.
To stop him behind the line.
I love the fact that Odell Beckham is going to be a free agent and they're snagging that bitch.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure.
Oh, I'm not going to have enough money. I'm holding down on a Julio. Oh, who's supposed to get their development trade up? Oh, Kadarius Styles? Let's go. Alright, what does he got to do against this bitch Hunter?
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's brought
Both Steelers
down,
less than
before
100.
they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. 1st and 10, stick. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab.
All right, well.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold
the shit says 100% cover 3.
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the
play the same game plan
involved.
as last
You mentioned
time,
that to me
stuff
pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching
If we do, it'll probably be like midnight.
Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
What?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
No, don't say the whole sentence. No.
1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Yeah, when I play the Bengals, that's the case. I have both of my games going to go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. 43 is the mic. Here we go. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Open man, it's Allen. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 13. Check 13. Watch twist. There. It's a safety grip. Go.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check the backer.
61, matchbox lights.
Stick back to pass. Gets it to Gordon. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 31, Stick. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Stick from the gun. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 22. No score after one on EA Sports. Off play action. Daniels. There goes a deep ball end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Which one was it, Jeff?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah,
I don't care.
The only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Stick.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun throw for Stick. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. 50 seconds to march.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That's on Dukes.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check curl, check curl. Check safety, check safety.
To throw again. Daniels. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They face a 3rd and 4.
They've been ready, man. You don't see how great this
season gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
He's going to call you a punt in the party.
Go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're
nowhere to go here? He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, Echo.
March 43. March 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 43 is the mark. Let's go.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go, baby. Let's
A
go.
good pickup there, 21 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
Ready, ready.
How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a Tibbs carry for Melvin Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Stick looks to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Oh, no.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
Yeah, it's because Kenny's not watching.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
Unless he's watching, he'll tell you who hit the game-winning home
protect
run.
the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Show it up. Show it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Well, I mean, I know Roby made a mistake, but if he didn't do it, someone of the offensive line would have held him 1st and goal anyway. You know the Texans in there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Run base. Take can't hang with us. Share. Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Shut up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Daniels. They'll find Everett there, complete. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Dropped at the 35.
All right,
Able to
Ravens
display his agility,
playing.
but not much room to operate.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
That is correct. We don't want to see it.
Escaping the pressure right. Flush. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah.
So that complicates things a bit here.
I hate that.
18
The
yards to go
frustrated
now on
receiver
2nd
thing.
down.
Check 50.
I get annoyed when Marquise Brown's frustrated. I'm like, you have to understand, every week he's not your fucking week, though. Can't use it.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls
Shut
it
the fuck
in. And he's brought to the
Like, we're
ground.
playing the
Another
Steelers this
first
week. What do you want me
down
to
at the
do?
Chargers' 13-yard line.
Yeah, I was like, you're number 4 in the league. He's like, chill out. I was gonna... Yeah, like that, I'm like that too, Zach. I'm like, only other people I see above you are Rager, Moore, and Hill. Like, that's fine. I don't
Trying to
care.
get 3 before half.
You should be one of those 4. That's what you should... Or maybe Cooks. You know, like,
So a capper there to a
I'm
pretty
fine
good
otherwise.
first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan
I love
Coachman is
bad beats
there
like
and has
that, bro.
REA Sports
Oh, that's
Halftime
terrible.
Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
You are. But, like, you wouldn't be a psychopath the way that you're thinking that they were going to blow out the Raiders like they did.
Quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the
Or
end
knew
zone.
that Derek Carr is 0
And no
whatever
run back
in
here. This
Arrowhead.
will be a touchback, and it comes
That's
out
the
to
stat I saw where I was like,
25-yard line.
yeah, this could not be a close game.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
Yeah, they did.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field and not
did
really
first
move the
time they
ball
played each
well.
other.
As
That
you said,
second
not even
quarter,
get
they
to the
got
red zone, let
shit
alone,
on.
not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, they'll throw with stick. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown
Now,
downfield. And
uncatchable.
It doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Well, Joey bought it, so I have it back. Joey bought it. Well, I gave money for it.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Off play action. Daniels. He's letting it fly for Cook. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards there. A big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard
Guess you never played against Bill O'Brien, do you know?
Now that's the way to do it.
Problems that aren't problems for everybody else are problems.
And good footwork and adding a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
65, 65, 25,
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by
the
the
offense.
offense.
Pattern all over the
It's
field.
just their first, so 2 remaining.
Week 1? Did you not watch what he did to y'all?
Third quarter.
You're supposed to have a good ass defense too, and he fucking had a walk in the park. Yeah, watch the replay. He made somebody miss too, by the way.
Try to run this one in. And
That dude wasn't trash. Like he actually gave a dude a Euro step.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed
going to the Angels,
and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
For real, with 2 players as their whole payroll.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Otani's going to fuck up his... Yeah, he can't be your ace, Kenny. He's coming off Tommy John, bro.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not
what
really
happened to Danny Benson with that
season because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stick looking to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
You can if you want, James.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll make it third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds.
They get me every time, bro. That's fucking hilarious.
His number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
He's walking down to the line of scrimmage like, oh, here it comes.
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 6. The quick slant caught. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run
It's
for it
that
on
fucking
1st and
sketch,
goal.
man.
And
Yeah,
he's into
schedule.
the end zone.
He sucks the life out of you, man. These
Touchdown,
people don't want to be playing
Los
games with him. That's why.
Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams tack
Just to
on to
punt the
their
ball.
advantage.
Yeah.
Zerline connects on the
Doesn't
extra
get in the end
point.
zone.
And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Goes with a nice 6-minute drive there in the first half. Gets the ball in the second half. It goes another nice 6-minute drive.
And that'll
Gets
carry
2
over
field
the
goals.
back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You
Oh,
gotta
I'm
get
going
points.
to, just because you told me I can't
I'm
really
being
anything about
facetious
it.
here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Stick, and caught by Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now Stick. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stick. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Stick looks to throw it again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, It's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
That's the way. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On fourth down, here's Stick. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Oh, your whole body's out of bounds. Fuck off.
In your defense. You know that they're good.
Your whole body's out of bounds.
During the week.
Fuck you. Go ahead, challenge. You challenge it. Fuck you. He literally has ankles up. His body is out of bounds. Hey, fuck you.
To them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond.
What the hell, man? The fact you hung on to that.
It's a turnover on down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Now,
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling.
Literally, ankles up terms out of bounds.
In order to bring this one home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Wait.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Are you fouling me, Germs?
Throwing on first down. Daniels. Buying time to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
What's the spread again?
3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right?
Nice.
I want the shutout. Let's go.
Like the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
That's why I don't understand. Like, I told you, James, you put... Huh? What do you mean? He said some of the nastiest juke animations I've seen. Fuck off.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Don't worry, I declined it.
Touchdown, Darren Fells.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
That's right.
Hey,
See like a touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins yet? It is. That's number 2 tight end. Number 1 tight end.
Jesus, Germs, what are you doing to 88 over there? Oh!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one.
Yeah, he is old.
You're oh, come on, I knew it!
Darren Fells just played for the Giants at one point.
I knew it.
A big play there for
Yeah, same one.
Couldn't get over there.
45 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hurry up, Jarvis!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, fellas.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Caught by Allen. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Who are you going
Samson
to?
Abuka racking up sack number 12 for him.
Where was he? With like where?
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon
The
this
far
offensive
left or the
line
middle
is having.
left?
It is a long one for them.
I was going
long
middle
for
left
you to
side.
spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a
We heard
whole lot
you.
of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
JD's deaf.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Oh shit!
Stick
Fuck!
back to pass. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's put this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game.
I brought
That's why they're
Lano
looking
Hill
at it
back.
with
That
a
was
big
my
win.
safety
And they're gonna
last
love to
year.
walk out of
He was
here
showing him
with
free
that as their
agency. I
final
didn't like
act,
it.
that interception. Good way for them to end it.
That should tell you that he's a trash ass
Now
safety.
he's a
but
backup
just
safety.
pick him back up like
He's a
that.
backup
Should take
safety.
a
He's
bow on
good.
that sidelines. What a game, shutting him out.
He's
I
trash.
like the way you
and
put
Nope.
it there. You
trash.
wordsmith that one perfectly. Take a knee offense, you get to celebrate, you got the win.
A good
But
backup
defensively,
safety, not a
wow,
starter.
they'll be sailing as they go forward.
So the LA
He's got good
Rams
enough
with a victory
everything.
here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.